You're not making it easier for me. You better start standing by my side.
As somebody who's been with a narcissistic abuser, I know that type of behavior, and that's it.
I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm gonna be myself. Deal with it. I didn't know if I will ever see Dan again.
Are you kidding?
And he proposed a goodbye dinner.
Goodbye dinner? What the is that?
Did it involve
A
sex?
dinner to say goodbye.
So
dinner.
So you went on a date?
No, it is goodbye dinner.
So
no sex, no
did you
kiss.
cheat on me
No,
with
we
Dane?
went to a restaurant. We had dinner.
And Jasmine, when was this?
February 14th.
That's
Wait,
Valentine's
Hey, that's
Day.
Valentine's
Which
Day.
is the day of friends.
No.
No, it
You're
isn't.
celebrating Valentine's?
Oh,
my God.
Wait a minute.
God.
That's insane.
We didn't even realize. You know when realized it was Valentine? When we went to the restaurant and there were hearts everywhere.
that dude
I was
knew it was
like,
Valentine's
you guys-
Day.
It's
He was like,
Did you guys have sex after that?
No.
Does anybody buy that Jasmine didn't
I'm
know
being
it was
honest.
Valentine's
It's
Day?
up to you, believe it or not. I'm being honest.
Jasmine, did he get you a gift?
It was a bouquet of flowers with a note, and that was it.
So a card, flowers, and dinner on Valentine's Day.
That's really sad that you would do that to me. How can you do that to me?
You think he should be okay with that still?
I don't see a problem.
Would you be okay with it if it were
No.
reversed?
I don't see a problem with
No.
me being friends
No,
with them.
I have a big problem with it.
Well, I mean, Jasmine was looking for some attention a little bit.
Come on, Christian. You're calling me like I'm needy when you, all the time, what you're showing is your unattention.
Well, but still, I mean, I wasn't talking about the intimate
from
sexual
one attention
details.
to another attention, like, come on.
I mean, I could see a world where Dane said, well, hey, if it's really that bad, why don't you come on downstairs to my place tonight and we'll just crack a bottle of wine and talk about it.
I mean, we had so much sex in the past that we got sick and tired of it.
But so gross,
And
Jasmine. Jasmine, even you saying that is so gross.
That's the reason why I don't want them two together.
We don't want that anymore. We're like, oh, it's like the
Jasmine, it should
no.
just be as simple as Gino says, I don't want you to see him again, and that should be it.
Jasmine, what if Gino gave you an ultimatum? Stop being his friend or leave the relationship? Which would you choose?
That would be very unfair for him to ask me that because I have very few friends. My inner circle is so small. And Dan has been part of it even before Gino. And he's nothing other than a friend.
Toxic.
So, Gino, Jasmine is constantly telling you that she is not going to listen to how you feel. You have told her, I do not like it when you talk to Dan. I don't want you to do this. I do not want you to talk to me this way. I do not want you to act this way when we fight. At what point do you say to yourself, this woman does not care how I feel?
The breaking point is if she cheats on me.
Jasmine, you claimed at one point you had a sex video with Dane, only to retract it later on. Once and for all, do you and Dane have a sex video from 1 month before Gino came to see you?
We did one sex video, like just for fun. But yeah, it
You
was.
did a sex video?
I told you.
No, you never told me
Yeah, I
that.
told you about it.
What? When?
And
You never told me about a sex video.
I didn't even know that you existed. And the thing is that
Freaking kidding? That's
I
a
have
joke.
done crazy in the past before you with the people that I have dated that are only 2 people. My ex
Are you kidding?
and we had a video, and it was months before I met you. We were drunk, and we filmed each other, and that was it.
Can I see the sex video?
You want to
Oh,
see
you're sick.
Gino, don't watch that video, dude.
No, I don't want to watch it, but I want to know the date. it
Oh, the
occurred.
date.
If
Show
I
me the
have it
date.
in my iCloud, I'm gonna show you with the date.
You got it in the iCloud?
Just
You
the
got it in the
date.
cloud? What's wrong
No.
with you?
It's a, how do you call it? Memory stick? I don't know.
And when was the last time you talked to him?
To Dan, after my arrival just to let him know what I was, happening between Gino and I, all the tension. And ever since, I haven't talked to him anymore.
Okay, Gino and Jasmine, we're going to come back to you in a little bit. But right now, we are going to take a quick break.
You and Dane? Why do you still have the video saved?
I'm gonna delete it. Is that gonna make you
Yeah,
happy?
can you delete?
I'm gonna delete it.
You can only save the video if you're probably planning to watch it again.
I have never watched the video again, ever.
Do you understand how fragile she is mentally?
And you were so judgmental out there. Like, I can take from everyone telling me, but you were so judgmental and you're acting like you don't know me or like I have cheated on you. I'm always honest to you. I'm not gonna feel bad about something that it's part of my past. I have to find it and delete it, okay?
And you don't have any other files of any
No,
more of your
I don't.
boyfriends,
I don't.
sex videos, and like that?
I don't.
As somebody who's been with like a narcissistic abuser, I know that type of behavior, and that's it.
You better start standing by my side because trying to adapt to this whole new country and you're not making it easier for me, okay? I'm just gonna be myself, so deal with it.
That's
Deal
great.
with it. We have to try to have a more healthy relationship, but the problem is we don't know how to do it.
There's another key component to Nicola and Misha's relationship. Misha's daughters, Morea and Savea. They expressed doubts about whether their mom could be happy with someone so super Catholic. Now they're here to tell us if their views have changed now that their mom is engaged. Please welcome Morea and Savea. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Hi.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So first of all, do you think your mom and Nicola are a great couple?
He is different than someone that my mom would usually go for.
Do you see Nicola being a good stepdad to you?
I mean, we just don't want to feel judged. You know, we're still teenagers. We're still gonna live our teenage lives. We just don't want to feel like we're kind of trapped in our own home.
Statler, what are you feeling? Why are you nodding?
I do feel like he's going to come in and judge the hell out of you. And you're gonna have this breaking of a relationship with your mom.
It's just been like us three for so long. We don't want anything to come in the middle of that. I think at the end of the day, that's most important to us.
Nicola, let's say when you guys are all living together, they want to bring a boy over to the house and hang out. Is that okay?
Listen, I'm not their boss. Their mom is the boss. I'm not coming to Misha home to marry her to make Morea and Svea miserable.
Isn't that going to be your home too, Nicola?
It's my home, but I trust my wife that I'm going to marry her, that she have the right discernment to do what she needs to do.
Do you believe him? What do you feel?
I mean, one can only hope that he's telling the truth. I do think he is always going to voice his concerns to her, and I don't know if that's going to make her more hard on us.
I can totally understand why there's worry about judgment, but you will never have to worry about that because I'll check that. I'll handle that.
Well, it's clear that Nicola and Misha care for each other deeply, but that doesn't mean they always see eye to eye. Let's see what they have to say after we revisit some of their moments of friction.
I'm here for one reason and one reason only, to meet you and get answers about what we've invested in our lives now for almost 7 years.
I think you should go sleep, Misha. You are so tired and you start to speak nonsense.
Does that mean you're done with this conversation?
Yeah.
What if I'm not done?
Because
What if I'm not done with it?
the problem with you, Misha, you never want to be done with any conversation. When you start to talk, you never stop. You're the most cute when you're mute, I'll be honest with you. I can listen to her, but I don't have to agree with what she say. It's important for me to show to Misha that I am the man. A woman cannot control a man.
I want to feel like Nicola is proud, happy I'm here, and cares that I'm here.
I do. I do care and I do proud that you're here, Misha.
Because after this long,
Oh my God, Misha, why you
Listen.
cry now?
just let me be me.
So what? What do you want? Hugs? You got hugs, Misha.
Nicola,
What do you need?
did
what,
you
what
hear
do you
what
want
I just
more?
said?
Misha thinks she is the victim. What I done to her that she cry? She thinks Nicola is always need to change and everything is good with me. Because I am Misha, I have experience, I know what is good, and Nicola, you know what is wrong.
Oh, Misha, don't cry now.
She can cry.
She knows that I apologize to her. And if anyone was insulting from my word, any woman in the world, I apologize for that too.
Ladies, how did you feel hearing some of the things Nicola said?
I don't want my mom to be married to somebody who just doesn't really care that she's upset about something, that isn't really listening to her when she's bringing those concerns to him. And down the line, you know, if we did have this daughter-father relationship with Nicola, is that how he's gonna treat us when we have concerns and we come to him and we're upset?
Misha?
First of all, you know, nothing would ever come between us. You have to know that. Nothing. Nobody, nothing. Ever. And I can only hope, and I don't know, but I really hope that one day you can see what I see in this person.
I'm still seeing him invalidating your emotions on this stage in present day, and it's concerning.
Nicola, when you said, I need to show Misha I'm the man, what does that mean to you?
It's not mean something bad, you know, like men have to be a man and women have to be a woman. I think today in this world, men become a woman and women become a man.
What does
So
that mean,
I'm a man.
though?
Listen, just a second. The man is the head of the house, okay? He's the provider, he's the one that give advice, and women need to follow the man. God create women for men, not men for women.
Not in this day and age.
I feel like I'm hearing two things, though. I feel like I'm hearing the woman needs to follow the man, but also at Misha's home with her two daughters, you know, you're gonna let Misha take the reins on that one. So how do you reconcile that?
I'm hearing two things too, bull and
It's in the Bible. 100%, the man is in charge. Women need to listen to the man.
And then how are
There's
they
no other way
equal?
to
How
say
are they
that.
equal?
That's what the Bible say.
Can I weigh in on this? I actually agree with him. I think that biblically, like the man is to lead the house and to be that, and the woman is to be his equal, but also to follow her husband and, go along with that, and God being the overall top of the household in general.
Well, there's one way to turn them off of religion, and that's to be judgmental and to, force his beliefs.
Misha, do you see any conflict down the line?
My daughters are strong women, thanks be to God. They would put Nicola in his place like that, even without Mama Bear stepping in, and I would not hesitate.
and he's smiling and he's laughing, and it's just a little inconsiderate. I know it's been
I
made.
don't know why I'm smiling. I already apologized for Misha. She know I did. I just said it for fun.
Apologize. I just hope that you're aware and hope that you're not just like, this is the guy and he's Catholic and he's really into his beliefs and I gotta go with him. There are other Catholic dudes, so don't just feel like he's the only dude just because you've known him for 7 years. Like, please, just, there's other fish in the sea. Jesus makes fish multiply or whatever. I mean, there's many.
It's just, I know I can't walk away from him. And, The nice thing right now is that Nicola is coming to the United States, and we get to spend time together on my turf, in my world, with my family, with my friends who are not shy, and they will weigh in and they will say everything.
I think just the biggest thing is that time will tell. We just have to meet him in person to see what he's really going to be like.
We will see what the future, we will see the will of God.
Ladies, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you both.
Love you.
It was actually one of the 90 Day Fiancé producers who first made contact with a person pretending to be Carmela. She is here now to walk us through how it all unfolded. Please welcome Amelia.
Hey, Amelia.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Amelia, how did you discover that Tyree was being catfished?
So Tyree gave me Carmela's Snapchat and phone number and email. And I tried to set up a video chat with her over email, but she kept avoiding it. And she wouldn't answer any of my phone calls. So definitely some red flags started popping up in my head. Because phone calls are a normal part of our pre-interview process, so I was just very persistent. Carried on emailing, Snapchatting. I was just determined to find out because obviously I love Tyree, so I was like, something's going on here. And then eventually, Carmela sent me an email saying, it's time to come clean. I feel awful. It's been going on for too long. So, yeah.
Okay. We actually have the audio recording of Amelia's call with Christian, the man behind the Carmela catfish. Tyree, you weren't able to sit through the recording previously. Are you willing to listen to it with us today?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, here it is.
So, what is your name?
I'm Christian.
And who have you been saying that you are?
Carmela.
When did this all start then?
Well, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, the account was a account I made with a friend, and we moved to multiple Americans. And I just looked for a guy who maybe send money.
And over time, like how much money has he given you?
$2,000-3,000.
So tell me about your relationship with Tyree then.
It's only for money for me.
You don't have any feelings?
No feelings.
So what happened when he came out there to see you?
I didn't want you to get that far, but I did say to come because I needed clothes and also sell your phone. So I just told him to bring the clothing to this particular store, and he left the clothing there while I went in the car.
Did you see him?
Yes.
And what did you think?
Thought he was dumb, super American.
I'm so sorry, Tyree.
What an
Yeah.
And so it kind of sucks. I don't know, it just really pisses me off, honestly. Like, I just want to them up, but sorry. But I don't know, like.
If this Christian's watching, you know, from one Christian to another, I want to give you a big you. You're honestly a scummy person. You're a scammer. And
Yeah.
I think anything that happens to you in life that is bad, you probably deserve and should consider that.
Yes, karma is a thing. It will reach out to you, okay? Because having no remorse about it and expressing yourself the way you did about Tyree, it really makes me want to punch you in your face.
Yeah, unleash the beast.
The most shocking bit was when he said that he physically saw Tyree, when Tyree went out there. And he physically saw him drop off clothes and money. He was actually watching him, yeah, which I thought was so scary.
That's creepy.
It definitely feels violating and makes you feel uncomfortable, too. It's really
Tyree, I know that you have never had a chance to speak to Christian directly. But since filming, we've been able to dig up a new phone number for him. Would it be okay with you if we called him right now?
I'm okay calling him.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know where this is gonna go, but okay. Let's have our producers go ahead and connect in the control room, and Tyree will be able to speak to him directly. Here we go.
Hello?
Please leave your message after the tone.
We gonna get you.
We got your back, Tyree. We all got your
Thank
back.
you. I appreciate it, you guys.
Tyree, I'm sorry he didn't answer, but we appreciate you being willing to reach out. Looking back, what concerns you the most about this interaction that you had with this guy, Christian?
Definitely they would ask for, intimate photos.
Oh my God.
When someone is asking you for photos like that, and then you kind of get caught up in the moment, you're like, hey, you want to see what I got, so I'm going to show it to you,
So you're saying during one of your exchanges, they asked you for intimate photos of yourself, and you actually sent them?
Unfortunately.
Was your face in the photo?
I think so.
Oh.
It did worry me because especially once the show aired and everything, so I wasn't sure what they would have did. I thought they would try to blackmail me or something, or send them to my mom or somebody on social media, or someone from work or something. So
yeah, if they're willing to do all of that, what else are they willing to do? That's a really, really scary thought, brother. That's really scary.
Yeah, they're going for the lowest of the low. I feel so sorry for you, Tyree.
Thank you.
If Christian is watching this show, what would you say to him? What would your message to him be?
You know what? I'm going to take the Nicola and Misha route and pray for him. That's what he needs.
Best thing ever, Tyree. Best thing ever.
That's big of you, brother. That's real big.
That's it.
Well, when Riley returned to America, it seemed like their relationship had come to an end, but only days later, Violet told Riley she was pregnant. Let's look at that shocking moment.
Come on.
Since I've been home, Violet now is claiming that she is a couple of months pregnant. Because of the medication I am on, it's a less than 1% chance. Being that I'm on this medication, less than 1% chance that I can conceive. I told her, I said, listen, I'll support you. Whatever you want to do, let's go and confirm this and, get the test so I could get the results so I could understand what's going on.
Right.
I called the International Hospital and I said, I found a prenatal doctor. And she wouldn't do it.
Oh.
She wouldn't do it. She said, no, I have my own doctor. So in the midst of all this, we're talking again, right? We're speaking. And she comes out of nowhere and is like, why don't you just ask me to marry you already? Let's get married.
Still wants to get married?
Oh my gosh. You have all this suspicious about the person you're dating, you don't trust, and you are having sex, unprotected sex?
It was the last night I was there. We could not get along. I did not expect her to come there. I didn't expect that to happen. She showed up on her own.
So, Riley, why did you keep the fact that you and Violet had sex a secret?
Because she asked me to.
Okay.
She said, please don't tell anybody that this happened.
That's a lot.
Thứ nhất là khi mà tại sao tôi yêu cầu là không có nói về cái cảnh mà tôi với Riley có quan hệ tình dục với nhau, bởi vì thứ nhất là cái văn hóa của người Việt Nam á là không có cho phép mà chiếu những cái cảnh mà cặp đôi hẹn hò rồi đến khách sạn rồi ở với nhau, như vậy là nó không có được.
Anyone going away who've been talking to someone for 2 years, please bring protection.
Yeah.
Và cuối cùng á thì Riley á là cái không tin tưởng, giống như cái kiểu là không thể nào mà tôi anh ấy nghi ngờ là giống như kiểu là tôi đang ngủ với người đàn ông khác để có thai. Sorry.
What I'm saying is that there's science and then there's miracles.
I'm sorry that you're so upset, Violet, but can you tell us what happened?
Chuyện xảy ra là sau khi mà Riley trở về thì tôi thử thai thì tôi không có có kinh nguyệt, thì Riley mới yêu cầu tôi là mua que thử thai trước mặt anh ấy, và tôi cũng đã mua một cái que mới, và khi mà tôi thử thai thì tôi gọi cho Riley, và trong cái video.
So she took the pregnancy test in front of you. You did not trust that, right?
I'm saying that even if, I mean, I'm not a woman, but I'm a reasonable human being. Even if you take a home pregnancy test, don't you go to the doctor to confirm?
Không giữ được thai mà anh ấy yêu cầu tôi á là phải đi đến bệnh viện quốc tế của anh ấy chỉ định để khám. Tôi thì không thể nào mà tôi đi được vì anh ấy không hỗ trợ tài chính, mà tôi là giáo viên thì lương ở Việt Nam mà khám ở bệnh viện quốc tế thì nó rất là cao.
That's not true. I called the international hospital. I spoke to the prenatal doctor. I put a card on file with them.
But she said she had her own doctor. Why did you want her to go to a different doctor?
Because he didn't speak English. I needed the international hospital, the doctors speak English. The timeline, the dates are not making sense.
So you didn't believe the timeline.
I didn't believe the timeline and that it was me.
What do you think her ultimate goal would have been to lie about you being the father?
I feel, and it's just my opinion, that she didn't like me so easily to walk away from it. When she was like, she wanted me to chase her and fight for her. That is the toxic part of our whole relationship, that I'm to a point now where I believe that you would lie to get me to commit. And not only is the dates are not making sense, but I know medically where I am at. This is not something I made up.
Anh ấy luôn luôn là tìm mọi cách để nghi ngờ mặc dù là tôi có.
Oh my God. Just cut it out. Own your bull.
Do you think that she will be capable of lying to you about a child just to manipulate you?
Yes.
Violet, are you pregnant with Riley's child?
Nó rất là tế nhị cho tôi nên là tôi về. Bởi vì là tôi cũng lớn tuổi rồi nên sức khỏe nó không có đảm bảo được, nên là nó khó giữ. Tôi rất là thương con. Nên cái việc đó là nỗi đau.
I'm so sorry, Violet. Just to be clear, you were pregnant with Riley's child.
Yes.
So, Riley, are you hearing some of these details for the first time?
She didn't tell me it was a miscarriage.
Đó là do sức khỏe của tôi chứ không phải là tôi cố ý để tôi bỏ con tôi.
That's a lot.
How does it feel seeing Violet so upset right now?
I hate that I feel this way, but I'm kind of like, until I understand, I can't really emotionally attach to it.
As women, we have all been through stuff, so I'm feeling her. Being pregnant with someone you're not really talking to, they're far away, that's scary. As far as the timelines, it's 4 weeks later. I believe that it might have been yours.
Và sau đó thì tôi đã không muốn liên lạc với Riley rồi, nhưng mà lúc đầu trong đầu tôi rất là lộn xộn. Nửa thì tôi muốn báo cho anh ấy biết, nửa thì tôi không muốn, tại vì nam của chúng tôi rất là thương con và muốn con cái đầy đủ cha mẹ, nên là tôi đã quyết định là tôi báo cho anh ấy.
And Riley, you haven't been an angel to her either. You also have your temper, you also have your issues, your own baggage.
I never said that I wanted to hold anything against her. I told her I need to understand this so I could accept it and move on.
Well, someone who has always accepted Cleo for who she is Cleo's friend Jane. But whenever she would spend time with Christian, she would notice red flags about him. Jane is connecting with us now to share her major concerns and tell us if she finally has accepted their relationship. Please welcome Jane. Hi, Jane. How are you? Thanks for joining us. How do you feel about Christian today?
I mean, it's a tough one. I do speak with Cleo, and she's sharing when things are good and when things are bad. And as a friend, I'm obviously sometimes concerned. Christian is just a little bit too selfish, and he has hard times actually hearing Cleo.
Jane, I really appreciate what you're saying, but I also feel that, Christian and I have been kind of on a verge of really being able to understand each other better.
Yeah, Cleo and I have talked about it. We've talked about her boundaries, and I have made changes.
The biggest issue for me and the biggest red flag for me is that you still kind of keep chatting with other girls and you still keep inviting other people into, I guess, your relationship.
Wait, how do you know he's chatting with other girls, Jane?
Well, I mean, I know there have been concerns where Cleo thinks that he's chatting with other girls.
There's just been one instance where I felt it was a little bit crossing the boundaries, but we talked about it.
What was the one incident?
I mean, I think that overall Christian's been a lot better. He showed me he cares 100%.
You're not answering the question, though.
She doesn't want to answer the question. I will tell you what she's not saying. While she was staying with me, I have this group called Steiner's Anonymous. It's a Discord server where you can go and you can put messages on a general chat board. And there was a gal who joined and was pretty active.
I mean, she wasn't active. She was active with you.
And yeah, it made Cleo extremely uncomfortable. And,
But hold on. It was that she made it really clear that she was interested in you and found you extremely attractive. And
yeah, she called me cute. She called me cute, and I said, thank you, that's very nice of you to say. I want to interact with people. I don't think that is flirting. I like making friends. I cast a very wide net.
I feel like you're trying to justify your actions. Like you're making excuses instead of like owning it.
I wouldn't justify it. I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong.
Do you now?
Only because it affected Cleo.
Wrong answer.
Say, what I did was wrong, and I'll do better.
I just don't see it.
All right, well, several times during his visit, Cleo accused Christian of being overly flirty with other women. Christian claimed that he was just being friendly. Let's take a look back at those interactions, including extended footage never before seen.
Hey, excuse me. Are you guys like celebrating something tonight?
It's my friend's birthday.
Your birthday?
26.
26? Is there any like particular scotches that you could recommend?
You've got no idea.
Okay.
I feel like it's like too many people for me to interact at the same time.
I just need to go back home. Well, all right, my friends. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Have a good night, ladies.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Can I get a Jameson double, please? Yeah. Just neat. Straight? Yeah, sure. Yeah. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Are you from the States?
Yeah, I was about to say, your accent.
Yes.
Kind of relish these moments when I'm alone. I'm kind of like my own little wolf on the prowl. I came to London to meet my girlfriend.
And you've met her?
Yes, I met her. She's real.
Have you gotten any feedback from her? Does she think this is going well?
There's been like a couple hiccups and things, just like
What were the
miscommunications and. Well, there was just like this instance where like I really wanted to disclose the fact that we've been intimate and she didn't.
Okay, so you just like broadcast to the world.
No, not like eventually I would have to tell like my Steiners. So
Your what?
my Steiners.
What is that?
It's a community of like-minded people, shall we say. It's basically if you're like a cool person, you're a Steiner.
Did you create this?
Me and a couple buddies, yeah. you know, we'd have like a code word, and the code word was, you know, for getting some was like, instead of saying I got laid, I got some Stein. It's
That's
like,
awful.
like, you're gonna think I'm just like such an ass.
It's really leading that way, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It really
So
I wish I could stay longer, but
before you go, like, if you wanted to come to like our Thanksgiving that we're having tomorrow night, like we're making a turkey,
I'm
mashed
gonna
potatoes.
be in
and stuff.
Belgium.
No
But
problem.
thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you want to add me on Instagram? What's your?
Yeah, I'll put it in. Put it on there.
Yeah.
All right,
It's great meeting you.
good to meet you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Christian.
Oh my God.
Is it really that bad? I mean, what?
Cleo, after seeing all that, what are your thoughts?
That this isn't okay. There was a lot of boundaries that were crossed. I feel like that was a bit too much. There was some, long stares and kind of like slightly flirty behaviors. And I feel inviting somebody over, it's something that Christian and I talked about. It's definitely a boundary that I'm not willing to get past.
I want to ask Christian a question. What are you doing in the bars and talking with other girls?
Okay. Now, Resman, I'm not introverted. I crave being out with people, talking and engaging and socializing.
I do worry that him being so extroverted and liking the attention that way makes me feel like I'm never going to be enough for him, no matter
That's
how
not
many
true.
times you tell me.
Babe, that's not true.
But it's how she feels.
I know, but it's not true.
Christian referred to himself as, what was it, a wolf on the prowl?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, disgusting.
Ugh.
I didn't mean it like that.
How did you mean it, Christian?
How did you mean it?
There's really no other way that could be taken.
That is so disrespectful. Like, that is just...
Well,
just-
okay. First
I
off,
have no words for you at all.
I'm in London to see my girlfriend. Why would I go out and try to hook up with somebody? First off, where would I do it?
That's what you were doing.
Why?
That's exactly what you were...
No, it
what
was
you were
not. It was
doing.
absolutely not. And that's taken out of context. That is not how I
But
meant
you
it.
invited her to Thanksgiving.
Where my girlfriend was going to be and her friend.
Matter. She's a random at a
She was an
bar.
American in
She's
Europe.
a random at a bar.
I don't see at all how anything that I said could be conceived as flirting when I was being kind of,
Can't you read the body language?
It was your whole demeanor.
That's just the way that I act. That's the way that I act in a bar, public scene. I'm there to have fun. I'm not there to be a square and sit in a corner
But
and not
Christian,
talk to
you will
anybody.
have to change that if you want a healthy relationship.
I
You
agree.
have to change that part.
Well, I know.
You can't
know
justify that's just me.
I
It's
feel,
not
yeah,
fair.
I feel like by you saying that's just me, you're kind of validating like your behavior, like as being a boyfriend.
So, Cleo, I think a lot of us are curious if the woman at the bar thought Christian was being friendly or flirty. So we have her here today to find out what she thought of Christian's behavior that night. Please welcome Deborah.
She is.
Oh, she's here.
Hi, Deborah.
Whoa.
Where did they find you? Whoa.
Okay. I'm assuming this is the first time you've seen Christian since that night at the bar.
hello, Cleo.
Hi, sorry, I was literally dissociating. Hi.
Okay. So, Deborah, tell me how the conversation with Christian started that night.
Christian came up to me. He's very open, very chatty.
You can say I'm a pig. You can say I'm a pig.
If I had not known he had a girlfriend, I would have thought it was just 100% flirtation, seeing where the conversation would go.
This is the thing. It's like I don't treat people different based on the fact that they're women. I'm a talker. I like to talk. I like to entertain. I'm an entertainer.
I think there's a massive difference between being an extrovert and flirting with every girl that you see in the club.
I think he's just a friendly guy. I think he's out of the country. He just seen this lady that was there chilling. I think she may have took it the wrong way.
Yeah, but it seems like he always strikes a conversation with the girls. And I mean, like...
They're 50% of the population. It's a coin flip.
I deal with that, like with Christians, very frequently. Like guys that approach, they are like trying to fish
Okay, all right, Jasmine, this type of criticism coming from you is pretty hypocritical. As someone who reached out to Dane and was talking about your intimate sex life.
Christian, listen, I don't go around like talking to every person, opening myself to every person.
That's what you did was worse.
No, it isn't. No, it's not. I feel like you want to know you like still got it. Like you want to be
I don't
wanted.
need to know
like,
I still
feel
got
like
it.
that's
What don't I have?
It's like an attention thing.
You're a bit of a narcissist.
Exactly. Your ego is like through the roof right now.
I believe that, Amanda. He wants to be the center of the attention.
Your best friend is probably the mirror.
Seriously?
Christian, I think, well, I saw a conversation you had with Cleo very shortly before you met me, and she communicated with you that it made her feel uncomfortable. That's when I think you should have maybe been walking a little bit on eggshells and respected her and what she asked of you. That's why watching it now, I'm like, Christian, why did you come up and talk to me?
Okay, that was like a fresh thing, and it's hard to change your entire personality after one conversation.
But it's fresh, so it should be in the forefront of your mind.
Yeah, and that's what I found was inappropriate.
I feel like I'm being attacked right now for just being who I am. I've been called a narcissist, a flirt. I mean, on the brink of allegations of cheating or attempting to cheat, I find that extremely way off base.
Every single person in this room reads your demeanor when you're in the bar, and every time somebody's trying to give you constructive criticism, you attack them back, or you speak for Cleo.
I want to tell you something, Cleo. You're an amazing woman. Girl, you deserve the world. And the fact that you're sweet doesn't mean that you don't have to stand for yourself and what you want, okay?
She does, though. She does.
Please, don't.
She
Just
brings it up.
don't.
Cleo, quick question. If Christian stayed exactly the same way, what you've seen on a loop, talking to the girls, the whole deal, could you be happy in this relationship?
Thank you. That is a good question. And I'm just going to have to process that a little because...
I would say the answer is no. I don't think you would.
Christian, don't answer.
I'm not willing to withstand that for as long as I have in the past. And I think Christian is aware of that.